Okay, so in this tutorial, let's check out NNCleanup node. This is a continuity video of our latest series to do a demo about Pixelmania tools. There are many useful nodes inside this one. One of that is NNCleanup node. I've used this many times in my work, and so in this demo, let's check out the latest version of NNCleanup node and how this can be useful in your paintwork or any kind of 2D compositing task. So what is this node? This is an AI in painting tool. Basically, it uses a neural network to paint out areas which are defined by a mat. It basically inpaint that area. This tutorial particularly is a quick introduction about the tool and its properties. So let's jump into the tutorial. Alright, so here is the footage, and suppose if I just want to remove this necklace, it's gonna take us maybe 1 or 2 hours. You know, very creative, you can do it quickly. I'm gonna use NNCleanup node to produce a first pass, and later I can fine tune on top of that. I'm gonna draw a spline right over the area where I want to apply NNCleanup node. So this is the mask. This can be very rough, so let's take NNCleanup. This is NNCleanup from Pixelmania, and I'm gonna connect the image pipe into the footage and matte pipe into the alpha. I'm gonna explain the properties later, so let's see what the result is. There we go, it was quick. Now I'm gonna compare the A or B. It looks fantastic actually, because texture is somewhat matched. Even the color is matching perfectly, which is obviously what we want. So in my case, it's just like 1 second or 2 seconds for this result, so that's pretty quick. So this can be used in many situations. So let's look in another example and see how this can be useful. Okay, so here is the next footage. Let's try to remove this latch. It's a lock, I believe. I don't know, it's a handle maybe. So let's try drawing a rotor shape around that, drawing a rough one. Take NNCleanup node, connect that into the image, the image pipe into the plate and matte pipe into the roto, and let's view. Before that, I'm gonna set the project settings 57473832. Let's quickly check what's the result looks like. It's gonna take a few seconds. There we go, this is the result. Obviously it's not accurate. You can see it's slightly blurry, I would say, not with the overall texture, because you can see it was trying to copy this texture. I would say I'm not impressed with this result. Obviously we can fine tune this little more. Also you can see here, this is not what we want. So let's try to alter the properties a little bit and see if it helps. Go to the properties of NNCleanup node. Channels, pretty straightforward, decides which is the channel which you want to use for the cleanup. Next we have variant. This helps us to pick which trained version of the neural network to use. There are a number of versions here: A, B, C, D. The name is funny because if I read all the variants, it's like singing a song with alphabets. Jokes apart, these are different neural networks. Different variants give slightly different results depending on your footage. In my experience, the default A works well for most cases, but it's worth testing if you have time. Let's try it out. C. Nothing much changed. D. Almost similar. I will go with A. You can try out different variants and check if it helps. Up next we have process. This decides what region of the frame gets processed. There are a few options. Full frames specify region, matte inputs, B-box, automatic. I would say keep automatic because the other one uses lots of GPU memory and make your machine slow. So the best option is automatic. If you keep the other options, you can control these properties here. Next we have B-box padding. This adds extra margin around the detected matte area. The default value is 100 pixel. You can increase this if it's needed. If you reduce this, I don't think it will help you, but give it a try. Up next we have an important option. This is called process scale. This controls what resolution the AI actually thinks. If you keep the value as 1, the calculations will be done on the full resolution. This gives us best quality but consumes a lot of VRAM. If you drop the value to 0.5 or something lower than 1, this can save memory and sometimes even look better, since the network was trained on smaller patches, I believe. I would say if you have 4K footages, definitely try reducing this process scale, maybe a value of 0.75 or 0.5, and see if the result works. If not, you can go with process scale 1. So let me type in 0.6 here to show you how it works. It's gonna take a little bit time. Definitely you can see a slight improvement here. The texture is a bit more sharp. These all details came back. It's not up to the level which we want, so I'm gonna keep this as 1. There is also an option here called enhance upscaling using NN super resolution. By default, this option will be turned on. That means automatically the result will be upscaled. There are few other settings which we can control for NN super resolution here. I'll keep this back to 1. Next we have key mix result. I recommend to keep this always on one. What it does is very simple. It softly blends only the inpainted area back into your original image. Turning this off processes the whole frame, which can alter areas you never asked it to touch. It's always recommended to keep it on. And there are a few other controls for the matte, for gimmicks, matte dilation, matte blur, and there is an option called binary, which forces the output matte to be strict black and white instead of soft gray values. You can also visualize the matte. In our case, there is a red overlay here which shows this is the area which is getting affected. I'm gonna keep this as off. We have improved color matching always turned on. Sometimes AI shifts color or brightness slightly in the inpainted area. This option runs an extra pass to match it better to the surrounding footage at the cost of a little more render time. And there are few other options for better color matching results. You can try this out in your own shots. Hopefully somewhere it helps. So this is all about the properties. Before winding up this tutorial, I'm gonna try one more area and see how the result looks like. Let me view the footage. Delete this alpha. I'm gonna draw an alpha over this open door. Let's see if the AI is actually closing the door. It's loading, so it's a blended mess here. Obviously you can see there are some textures which we won't be able to get from the default inpaint node in Nuke. Maybe we can adjust the settings a little more and see if the result actually better with any other settings. Let's keep the algorithm as AA. Nope, just a color change, maybe CCC. Let's keep this AAA and maybe process scale of 0.5. This is even better, but obviously there are some color artifacts. This is just a rough introduction about how you can make use of this node in your work. Hopefully this helps and inspire you to try it out. Till next tutorial, it's Manu signing off. Thank you for watching.